Another day, another EVSE. Today, we've got a portable 32 amp J1772 EVSE. I don't know much about it. Normally, I just say yes to these bad boys, but the last time we did a 32 amp portable, you can go back and look, but it was the Bouge RV, B-O-U-G-E RV unit. It was pretty basic. It had an LCD on it that would give you the total kilowatt hours and your current power, but not really much else. I did ask ahead of time what the cord length was on this, and I was told 25 feet. Followed up, and it turns out that is from the 1450 outlet plug to the J1772 connector. So really, I'm not going to ever give one of these things super high marks until it's got 25 feet from the actual control box, because more footage is more better when you're dealing with a travel EVSE. Well, let's open up the carrying case and see exactly what this one's got to offer. All right, so it turns out the unit wasn't actually in the travel bag yet. It was just sort of in here. First few impressions, the display is huge on this thing. Pretty standard 1450, that looks good. You charge faster when you have fake carbon fiber look on your little charge holster, but really cool that it comes with a holster. And then also a wall mount plate for the body of the EVSE. Other things of note right off the bat, it has die-cast aluminum on the bottom, and the disconnect handle is aluminum. This is the first J1772 EVSE I've seen that piece is actually metal. Much more important on a public charger where people tend to vandalize these things and work way too hard to release it, because usually the vehicle will lock that in place when you're charging. But we do still have a weather-tight Buna condom thingy on here. I'll take that off. But let's get this stretched out first and measure it. Then let's plug it in and make sure it works. All right, there we have the 25-foot tape measure at the end of this cord. And wouldn't you know it, they lied to us. It's actually, wow, what do we got? So there's our 25-foot mark. This unit is actually 28.5 feet, basically, from the 1450 connector to the J1772. So this already has extremely high marks from me, because the biggest thing in a travel EVSE is making sure you have a long enough cord to actually reach places. Typically, you have to opportunity charge when you're not really expecting it. Anyway, here we go. Here's the spec sheet on the back. Take a look at that, if you please. Let's get this thing plugged in, and then let's look at the owner's manual to see how many typos are in it. All right, so my hard-mounted Lectron can barely reach this distance. Look at all of the slack we have with this. So very happy. You can see our green lights going. Green means go. Let's take a look here. Look how nice this LCD is. This is one of those cases where the product page doesn't really do it justice. It looked like a little 7-segment, like VFD, something like that. Adjusting current. Ooh. How do we do that? Let me read the manual while this warms up. I do want to see if that ends up going up to 32 amps, but I might have the car turned down right now, so let's check. Well, other than saying avoid using external wires, it doesn't really tell us a whole bunch. And yeah, it's definitely locked to the base charging current of 8 amps. It does say that it's adjustable from 8 to 10 to 13 to 16 to 25 to 32, but nowhere in this manual does it show how to do that. So I've tried any number of different pressing sequences on this, and we're still at 7 amps, so I'm going to have to contact the seller. Bummer. I guess I'll charge at 8 amps today. Aha. I figured it out. So it has to be disconnected from the vehicle, and then you just tap to adjust the current. Strange that that's not in the manual, though. All right, final thoughts. I don't like the fact you can't adjust the current once it's booted. I don't like the fact that the screen automatically shuts off when you're actually using it as an EVSE. And I don't understand why it says 31 amps. I think it has to do with the fact that my voltage is actually above 240 and it's actually pulling it down a little bit, but it's targeting 7.5 kilowatts and you can see it's working great. Everything is cool to the touch. It all seems totally fine. I'm actually going to be bringing this up north and leaving it at our vacation property, so I'm really happy it came with that mount thing and the cleat. In the past, I've had to buy cleats, which work well, but it's just nice when it comes with it. So anyway, it seems to work just fine. The biggest thing I like about it, the cord is extremely long, and the adjustable current is nice if you're trusting other people with your EVSE, because you can just turn it down and make sure they don't burn your house down. But anyway, it's a pretty solid little unit. I appreciate them sending it my way, but yeah, if that looks like something you want, go ahead and grab it. I've got links down below. If not, whatever. Bye.